Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
Still at the park with Stephanie, Alex questioned why the atmosphere had suddenly become tense. I heard you talking to Chad just now, telling him that he needed to back off because you and I are together, Stephanie said. Alex attempted to clarify, saying, "All right, I think there's been a little bit of a misunderstanding. According to Stephanie, you're damn right there has been," she whispered. Stephanie surmised that Alex had been on the verge of pointing out the incorrect individual as the one who had misinterpreted. "You have no right to tell me who I can and can't see. I'm not your property." Stephanie lost her temper. Alex tried to explain, adding, "That's not what I was saying, babe." "Then how would you describe that conversation?" Stephanie pondered. Alex would have preferred to view the conversation as an attempt to ensure that Chad's unresolved feelings for Stephanie would not cause issues down the road. Alex wasn't persuaded that Stephanie's claim that Chad wasn't interested in dating anyone since he was still grieving was accurate. "I don't understand where this is coming from. I mean, you're the one who asked him to stay and play video games with us on Christmas," Stephanie said. "I didn't want him to stay, Steph. You and I were about to have sex," Alex admitted. "Then why didn't you say something?" Stephanie pondered. "I don't want to look like a jerk," Alex thought. Alex had simply postponed the inevitable, Stephanie teased after scoffing. "I'm sorry that you didn't want to spend Christmas with Chad, and I'm sorry that you think I'm spending too much time with him, but he is still grieving his wife, my cousin, and if I can help him, then I owe it to Abigail," Stephanie said. "Did it ever occur to you that maybe you're leading Chad on?" Alex retorted. "There is nothing romantic going on between me and Chad. He knows that you and I are seeing each other, and he respects that 'cause he respects me, which is more than I can say for some people right now." Stephanie lost her temper and hurried away, disregarding Alex's objections. Stephanie found Chad and expressed regret for Alex's previous actions. Alex's desire to spend time with the woman he is seeing is not irrational. Chad emphasized, "I wouldn't want to share you with another man either, if we were dating. He has nothing to worry about. I mean, we're just friends, right?" Stephanie got into a fight. Chad explained, "We're family," and then he told Stephanie it was a contributing factor. Before additional punches could be exchanged, Justin, who was still at the roach-infested motel with Bonnie and Xander, stepped in. "He's just lucky I didn't go lower," Bonnie yelled. "Thanks, I think," complained Xander. "I'm the one who should be complaining. You've got some rock-hard abs." As Xander fell onto the bed in agony, Bonnie confessed. Taking turns, Justin and Bonnie explained that they had discovered some information about Xander from a previous conversation with Sarah, which prompted both their visit and its violent opening act. "You ought to feel embarrassed," said Justin. "The truth is that you are a master criminal, so you should feel proud of yourself." Bonnie interrupted, "You might as well enjoy your handiwork." Bonnie said that the use of Gwen as a ruse in the second kidnapping was the most amazing aspect of Xander's scheme. Since there were no other clear suspects, Bonnie found it difficult to accept Xander's insistence that Gwen had only been engaged in the Rednecks incident. After expressing regret to Bonnie and Justin, Xander hurried them both to the police station to make their statements. Sarah, who was still at the Kiriakis' estate with Maggie, claimed that the only proper way to react to the news of Xander's most recent spate of wrongdoing was to file for divorce. "I know how hurt you are, but is it possible that, well, you're overreacting?" Maggie objected. "If anything, I am underreacting," Sarah demanded. Maggie acknowledged that Sarah had good reason to be angry at Xander's actions. "But if you still love him," Maggie attempted to say. "I am not like you, Mom. I cannot live with myself if I am married to a man like Xander," Sarah complained. Maggie explained, "I've felt that way in my marriage a few times. In what way can I be sure that he won't do this again? And if I can't trust my husband, how can I continue to be married?" Sarah pondered. "Well, you know, if you feel that way, if you can't imagine ever trusting him again, then you should divorce him," Maggie replied. Maggie emphasized that it was okay to consider the situation for some time before coming to a conclusion, but she also pledged to support Sarah in either case. Rafe wondered if Jada had found Rolf yet as he walked into the police station. "So far," Every lead just brings us straight to another dead end, replied Jada. Keep at it, asked Rafe. After giving Rafe a nod, Jada handed him a manila packet that had been delivered by a messenger earlier. Rafe told Jada, "Divorce papers," as he opened the envelope and sighed. Rafe quickly acknowledged that the documents weren't a total surprise, despite Jada's attempts to provide some consolation. "It's not enjoyable when they send you," Jada insisted. "I'm actually the one that sent them to Nicole. She just signed them and sent them back," Rafe explained. "So, that's it then?" Jada did the translating. Rafe summed up. "Yeah, as soon as I sign these, my marriage is over." Jada pointed out that there was no hurry as Rafe moved to the closest desk and took out a retractable ballpoint pen. "It's fine," Rafe said, pressing the button on the pen. "Or maybe it isn't," Rafe said, reversing course. Rafe complained, "I feel like I failed, again," before telling Jada that he had already gone through 2 divorces in the past. Jada was stunned at Rafe's admission. "It's better to have loved and lost." After giving it some thought and shrugging, Jada moaned and then apologized for the cringy reaction to Rafe's past pain. Rafe admitted to Jada, "I don't even know if that's true," before hurriedly signing the documents and said it was time to resume his criminal investigations. At that moment, Bonnie stormed into the police station, Justin following closely after, and declared that Rafe and Jada were lucky to be given an open and shut case of crime to fight. "We're bringing them second-hand knowledge, hearsay, unusable in a court of law," Justin explained to Bonnie in an attempt to control speculation. After hearing the entire story, Rafe assured Jada, "We're going to do everything that we possibly can," and Jada nodded in agreement. After thanking Rafe and Jada, Bonnie and Justin returned to the Kiriakis' estate. After learning that Xander was the kidnapper, Justin thought that Bonnie's PTSD symptoms would begin to lessen. Bonnie surmised that Justin had been wounded by Xander's treachery, and Justin nodded to support her belief. Maggie quickly joined Bonnie and Justin in the study and began to worry that Sarah was considering a divorce from Xander. Sarah had already told Bonnie, Justin, and Maggie about Xander's most recent crime spree, and she might blab to the police next, according to Leo, who was still with Gwen at the Horton residence. Leo argued that it was not a good idea for Gwen to warn Xander immediately. Leo suggested, "He's sinking, Gwenny. You've got to abandon ship," but Gwen was torn. Leo quickly shifted the topic, worrying to Gwen that the police were aware of the bodysuit used in the second kidnapping. "Salem PD doing their jobs, go figure," complained Leo. "If they follow the trail of the second clown, it could lead them right to my doorstep." When Gwen opened the front door, Rafe, who was with Jada, started, "I hope we're not disturbing you."